Check, 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 check. Testing, testing, testing. Hey, look at that. I see lights.
Check, check.
Testing, testing. I cannot hear Sparks.
Cannot hear each other, but. What?
Test, 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 test. Testing, what, 2 1.
Can you hear yourself?
I cannot hear myself. Nope. Check, 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 check.
How about now?
Testing, testing, testing. 3 2 1, 3 2 1, 3 2 1, 3 2. Test, test, testing, testing.
But you could hear us, right? Didn't you pull us up on your phone? Yeah, so. Yeah, if we got to go, we'll go with it. So.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what. I just have to get you a new mixer.
Well, I heard something click. Something was
Yeah,
clicking.
fiddle
Chest, check, check. Jay, there we go. There we go.
Perfect.
We got it.
Yep, got a fiddle.
We got it.
Fiddle.
Hey, look at that. Uh, 1 minute. Time to kick off the 2023 high school football season. Zaleski Sports presents non-conference action tonight. We come to you live from Doré Field at Chippewa Falls High School in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Non-conference matchup tonight between the home team, the Chi-High Cardinals, and the Holmen Vikings out of the Mississippi Valley Conference. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined up in the booth by former Eau Claire Memorial coach Dave Sparger. Colin McClowery is our producer tonight. Spargs, we got a great night for some high school football. Temps about 70 degrees, dry, not too much of a wind. Great atmosphere, great crowd on the home sideline here at Chi-High tonight.
Yeah, there sure is. You can sure tell it's the opener tonight. Like I said, we are fortunate with a great temperature tonight in the low 70s. The wind's dying down as it was a windy day, but absolutely gorgeous night for first game of the season.
Coach Chuck Rakovich at Chi-High starting his 50th year as a high school football coach. This will be year 38 for Rako here at Chi-High. He's seen just about everything in his career, although you talked to him about this year's team. He said that he's got some good athletes, he's got some speed, but mainly inexperienced. How do you overcome that early in a season?
Yeah, that is going to be something that hopefully they could take something from the scrimmage that they did last week and get a good learning tool out of that scrimmage and put it on film, and the kids can learn from that. I think the biggest key tonight will be the guys up front. You know, that's something that Chi-High has always relied on, is a tremendous offense and defensive line, so that'll be the key tonight.
Right now, our national anthem. Both of these teams coming off of successful 2022 seasons. Holmen finished 5-5 overall. They were 5-2 in the Mississippi Valley Conference. They were a playoff team last year. Chippewa Falls wound up 7-3, 5-2 in the BR season. Each of these teams looking to get 2023 off on the right foot. Last year it was Chippewa Falls winning 38-7, although it's been a pretty even series and a pretty long non-conference rivalry between the Holmen Vikings and Chi-High Cardinals. Chippewa Falls won the toss, chose to defer. Holmen will take the football. They will receive. Chippewa Falls in the Holmen red jerseys, the black numerals, the black helmets, black pants with the red trim. Holmen Vikings, maroon helmets, white jerseys, maroon numerals, and the gray pants. Crowd is settling in here at Doré Field. There's still room for you if you are in the area. Otherwise, sit back, enjoy this one right here on Zaleski Sports. We will have another game for you tomorrow night. We'll tell you more about that one. Sparks and I will be in Altoona for Fall Creek and the Altoona Railroaders, a good neighborhood rivalry of the small schools. Tonight, Chippewa Falls versus Holmen. Sparks, early keys. What are you looking for?
Well, I guess just that when we talked about the lack of experience on some of these kids, the first game of the year, it's who makes the fewest mistakes. You can't hurt yourself. If you watch these two teams, they are actually mirror images of each other. They're both going to run that double wing. They're going to run with a single back, run that motion on the wings, and just try to wall people off and run those counters. It's going to be, again, two offenses and two defenses that are exactly the same. So the team that really limits their mistakes is to give themselves the best chance to win.
Ethan Fashionbauer will tee it up for the Cardinals. He'll put the ball on the tee right at the 40-yard line. Holmen huddling up. Their kick return team on the sideline. They are taking the field now. Jack Barth, number 7. Matthew Kahn wearing number 38. And number 82, Tyler Rosenau. Back deep for Holmen. Fashionbauer, the kick, gets a shorter kick taken by one of the upmen. Jack Barth, who got the knee down just across the 20-yard line. That's where the Holmen Vikings will start on offense. Here's what their starting lineup looks like up front. Caden Jostad, Jagger Jepson, Adam Schmidt, Mason Helgerson, Colin Mosser. Noah Ertz is the quarterback. 2 tight ends, Landon Ellis, Parker Moreno. The fullback is Ezra Markovsky. The running backs, Adam Marcoux and A.J. Alish. It's an experienced O-line for the Holmen Vikings. You're coming out in that triple option set. Chi-High on defense, playing a 3-4. Ertz, the quarterback, under center. Hands it up to middle to Markovsky, the fullback. Short gain over right tackle will set that Chi-High defense for you. Austin Schmidt, Nolan Pasola, Braden Hagman are up front. The linebackers, Wesley Tanzer, Isaiah Bainan, Jackson Martin, Brett Christa. And defensive backs, A.J. McNamara, Carter Bovey, Jack Sweefelofer, and Brennan Crawford.
Well, you can already see one adjustment that Chi-High has decided to do, and that's walk down to safety, run more like a 5-3 on that defense. As you can see, 3 linebackers there now.
Gain of 4 on that Markovsky carry. They'll hand it up the middle again. And with a big gainer is Ezra Markovsky. He gets into Chippewa Falls territory. Well blocked up front there, Sparks.
Excellent job. Again, just another fullback give, and he found a little seam. And fortunately, A.J. McNamara made that tackle in the open field, or he's gone. Again, Brady, you talked about that experience in that offensive line, and right there, the first 2 plays, just a straight fullback give, and they've made a crease for him.
Line of scrimmage right at midfield. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Will fake the handoff. Quarterback Ertz will keep it. Gets close to first down yardage, and we have our first penalty marker of the ball game.
Yeah, came in late, kind of behind the play here. We'll see what this one's going to be. They called holding on the tight end there, play side.
Yeah, advantage up front for Holmen on the O-line. Goes 230, 275, 255, 220, and 210. You throw in the tight ends, 215 and 205. Chippewa's left end, Austin Schmidt, 175. Nolan Pasola, the nose tackle, 248. Braden Hagman, the other end at 215. 1st and 15 now for Holmen. Keep it on the ground. Markovsky taken down after a short gain. Great penetration there. Jackson Martin, the linebacker.
Yeah, Martin, a great read there. A little counter fullback trap inside that time. So instead of just going play side, he cuts that back, and great job of the inside linebacker making the play. Brings up a 2nd and long, and this is what Holmen wanted to stay out of these situations.
2nd and 13 for the Cardinals. Or check that, the Vikings. Again, hurts the quarterback under center. The option left side, pitch to the deep man, Alish. And he gets it back into Chi-High territory, but it'll be a 3rd and long for the Vikings.
Yeah, a true triple option look there as Noah Ertz fakes to give to the fullback and tries to attack that defensive end and then pitches off of him. But again, Chi-High up to the task. His nice tackle on the perimeter brings up 3rd and 9.
Ertz will step back, possibly resetting the play here. They'll keep it on the ground up the middle. Not a whole lot of running room for Markovsky, and a good defensive stand by the Cardinals.
Yeah, excellent right there. Just stoned at the point of attack. You know, they'd had some success with that fullback give, but Chi-High up to the task there. Again, shutting it down, creating the 4th and long, and looks like the Vikings are going to go ahead and punt this deep.
Punter is Gavin Davis. Davis gets a kick away. It is a beauty. And that one's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, that was 48 yards in the air. A dandy right there.
So the Chippewa Falls Cardinals go on offense for the first time in this 2023 season. Here's how their lineup looks. Up front, Noah King, Eli Wallen, Noah Nelson, Devin Hunt, Lincoln Herman. Tight end is Preston Alger. Jackson Bolin is the wide receiver. Mason Vaughn Hayden is the quarterback. Running backs, Jackson LeMay, Xander Neal, Devin Bush.
Again, we talked about up front, and we got only one senior, and that's Eli Wallen up there for the Cardinals. It's the only senior offensive line, but they are a little deeper again, and you've got your senior, the tight end, and you got this all senior backfield.
Vaughn Hayden is a 2-year starter. All the running backs saw plenty of playing time last year. Cardinals will spread it out. Van Hayden throws short. He's got a man. Jackson LeMay still on his feet, dancing down the far sideline, and a great gain into Holmen territory.
How about that? Split the formation, get Jackson LeMay out on an island. Just a quick little spot pass, and he makes several people miss for the Vikings. Picks up big yards, 30 on the play.
For many years under Chuck Rakovich, the Cardinals were a ground and pound team. Ground Chuck, we used to call it. But he started getting more athletes, more guys who could pitch it and catch it, and he's spread it out more often, and good result there. They're going to hand it off to LeMay. He picks his spots and gets a gain of about 4 yards on first down.
Well, Well, you said it. Raykovic, he's experienced with this offense, and he's not afraid to break it. Right away tonight, he's getting out of that double wing, and he's coming out in those two slots, trying to spread the field a little bit, kind of help his offense, making the defense spread across the whole field. And here again, he's got trips coming out here. So we get a new look for the Cardinals.
Xander Neal with words for the quarterback, Mason Von Hayden. There's some movement on the right side. That's going to back up the Cardinals.
Yeah, a little early jump there on the right tackle for the Cardinals. Going to get him back there at 2nd and 10.
Talking to assistant coach Aaron Canez and some of the other Chi-High assistants before the game, one of the things they talked about is, they wanted to see a lot of different guys in last week's scrimmage. They like what they have. They like their speed and their athleticism. It's just so many of those guys have not played, in a varsity game.
Yeah.
Or if they've played, it's been, minutes very late at the game. They haven't been starters. They haven't played significant roles. And you know how it goes, Sparks, as a coach. You never really know until you get to game action.
You're exactly right, especially this first game, right? You have that scrimmage, you try to build from that scrimmage, but until you get underneath the lights, and it happens to be a Thursday night lights, it is a whole different game. But you said it. If Raykovic thinks he's got skilled, he's doing what he's doing tonight. He's spreading them out and trying to get them ball out more in open field setting.
2nd and 5 Cardinals after the penalty on Holmen. Von Hayden will keep it to the 40. To the 35, to the 30, taken out of bounds at the 29-yard line. So a good gain on the keeper by Mason Von Hayden, and he looked like a veteran QB there, selling that play fake and then taking it outside.
Absolutely.
Not only that, it looks like he's wearing Air Jordan spikes. He's got to be good.
He's going
right?
to be good. You got it.
If you're wearing the Air Jordans. Snap to Von Hayden. Looking deep. Lobs it down the far sideline. Just overshot his receiver. Jackson Boland had a step on the defender, Alex Bergat.
He did. He ran a little fade route there. If he can get that a little bit more to the sideline, quarterback, get it up there a little higher, he runs underneath that. And it's probably 6. Boy, I do like their play calling early. Chippewa mixing it up nicely.
Well, again, we talked about it, Sparks, having experience in the backfield. You got a senior quarterback who started last year. They're getting in and out of the huddle. They're getting the play calls in. Von Hayden will keep it. Find some space over right tackle, and that'll bring up a 3rd and about 2 yards.
Yeah, real good patience right there by Von Hayden. Had a couple of guys pull, wanted to seal things off, and he was real patient. Just kind of sat in there behind those linemen and found a crease. Picked up about 6 or 7 on the play. I would say this puts him in 4-down territory right here.
Did not get a favorable spot. He must have put the knee down. So it's 3rd and 4 for the Cardinals as we approach the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Handoff to LeMay. Takes it down just inside the 21-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they'll need 2 for a first down here.
And it looks like Rayco will go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. 21-yard line, they're going to go for this.
4th and a long one for the Cardinals. This is a drive that started on their own 20. LeMay on the carry. He's got the first down, but the ball comes loose. Scramble for it.
Looks like the Vikings got it. Oh, a great break for the Vikings.
There's the signal. Holmen has the football. So a promising drive by the Cardinals ends on a fumble.
Yeah, LeMay had the first down easily. Really nice cut on the perimeter. Turned it back up inside, but just as he started heading up for that seam, somebody popped that ball out on him, and it came out, and Vikings get the big turnover.
So each team on its initial drive with some nice plays, moving the football. Holmen's first drive ended with the punt. Chi-High's first drive ends with the fumble. So with 5:18 to go, Holmen ball from its own 21. Up the middle. is Markovsky.
That's something the Cardinals have to do. They have to take that fullback away in this offense. If you allow that fullback to pound 4 or 5 each carry, they're just going to use him all night. But if you can eliminate him, kind of take him out of the scheme, it helps your perimeter guys to get that next level and pitch and kind of stretch out that offense a little bit more.
It's a gain of 2 for Markovsky. Keeping it is Ertz. Not a lot of running room as Tri-High flowed well to the ball that time.
Good penetration up front. Well, that's something you can really destroy an option team if you get that penetration. As he pulled from the fullback there, he actually had to belly back a little bit to get around that end. And again, that just creates more time for that defense to pursue to the football.
3rd and 8 now for Holmen. Vikings have yet to put the ball in the air on this, their second drive. Ertz will remain under center. Up the middle they go. Markovsky gets it out just across the 29-yard line, but that'll bring up a 4th down.
Interesting. It looks like Holman's going to go for it here, deep in their end. A long 2 or a short 3 here. Interesting call right here, Brado.
Unless this is the hard count, try to draw him offside. 4th down attempt.
Yeah, and then use a timeout late. You could do that.
4th and 2 for Holmen. They do run it. Ertz, keeper, lunging forward, and based on that spot, he'll have the 1st down.
Yeah, good ride that time inside. Rode that fullback real hard, pulled late, and then just followed his blockers up on that edge. Pick up about 4, so plenty on that one.
So 1st down for the Vikings out to their own 34-yard line. That's a lot of practice, Sparks, to really execute those fakes and to run that option offense.
It is. It is a very challenging offense to run as a quarterback.
Now Ertz on a quarterback counter. Good yardage for Ertz. He's across the 45-yard line out to the 46, and another 1st down for the Vikings.
Well, you said it, a little counter option right there. You open up one way and turn and go the other direction and kind of get that defense one step behind you. And as they came around the end, they took away the pitch man, so he just simply turned it up and picked up good yardage right there. Great read again by Ertz.
Zach Ertz, a returning starter at quarterback for the Vikings. One of the reasons they have some high hopes. They want to be in the mix for a conference title in that Mississippi Valley. 1st and 10 now for the Vikings. Ertz will keep. Now the pitch to the deep man, Alish. And great coverage by the Cardinals defense.
Yeah, great pursuit inside out. A late pitch right there, and he thought he had some room, but Cardinals flowing from inside out and just took that away, and a gain of nothing on that pitch. And that's exactly what the Cardinal defense wants to do. Take away that fullback, string things out, make him pitch late, and let that pursuit catch up to him. Excellent job right there by the Cardinals.
2nd and 10 now for the Vikings. Less than a minute 30 to go here in this 1st quarter. It's been an entertaining game so far, but no score between the Vikings and the Cardinals. And we've got a whistle and a delay of game will be assessed on the Holmen Vikings.
Well, we talked about mistakes early in this game, and Holman's first drive was penalized, and it set him back behind the sticks. Here again on this drive. Now all of a sudden again, they're looking at 2nd and 15. So again, putting him behind the sticks. They've got to eliminate in this kind of offense. You don't want to put yourself that far behind.
2nd and 15 for the Vikings. Ertz on the keeper, bounces it outside. Again, Chi-Hi flowing well to the ball carrier. It's a short gain for Ertz.
Yeah, Ertz he did a really nice job getting as much as he could out of that one. A lot of traffic, a lot of people. He shook off a couple to pick up 7 that time, when it looked like he should have only probably picked up 2 or 3. So good hard run there by Ertz. Puts him in a third, a little bit more manageable, 3rd and 8.
3rd and a long 8, we'll call it. 15 seconds, the clock is moving. We'll see if Holmen gets this play off before the quarter break. Ertz, the pitch to the deep man. And he is ripped down. Again, great penetration by the Cardinals. That was Jack Barth on the carry for Holmen. And that will be the final play of the first quarter. After one here at Doré Field in Chippewa Falls, we are scoreless between the Holmen Vikings and Chippewa Falls Cardinals. You're watching on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
At Marquardt Motors, we want our customers to experience the highest possible level of satisfaction. That's why we offer the largest selection of new and used vehicles at the lowest possible price. It's why we offer Saturday service, and we have our own body shop on site. We want buying and taking care of your vehicle to be easy and convenient for you. Earning your trust is what matters most. At Marquardt, we know business is really about people and relationships, not dollar signs in the bottom line. That's why our salespeople are paid by salary and a bonus for volume, but never a commission on the amount you pay for your vehicle. It's why we offer comfortable waiting rooms with refreshments, home-baked cookies, and free Wi-Fi. Buying and servicing.
We are back at Doré Field, start of the second quarter, and Holmen, the punter, couldn't hang on to the football. Chi-Hi recovers. The Cardinals are in business. Gavin Davis just lost the handle on the snap, and Chi-Hi will take over at the Holmen 36-yard line.
Yeah, it was a good snap. Hit him right in the hands, but I think as it hit his hands, he was looking up for pressure, and he just dropped it, and the Cardinals were able to create that turnover. So a turnover apiece. However, this time the Cardinals are in Holmen territory, all the way down to the 36, and get to start their drive deep.
Snap to Von Hayden. Swings it out of the backfield. Xander Neal taken down. A nice open field tackle by Holmen's number 24, Dalton Tines.
Yeah, that was a great open field tackle. One-on-one out there in open space. That is not easy to do. That was textbook. Again, they like to get that Jackson May out in open space. Let him create with his speed.
2 receivers left, one to the right for Chi-Hi. Von Hayden hands it off. LeMay stacked up just short of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that looks like it'll bring up about a 3rd and 5 here. But again, 4 down territory. So as Rakel's trying to call the plays, he's saying, hey, you got 2 plays to get me 5 yards. So they'll make that adjustment now, knowing that they can go for it for 2 plays in succession if they need it.
Coach Rako's got a couple of kickers that he's willing to use, but more often than not at this part of the field, you're right, Sparks. You're thinking 4 down territory. Breaking into the clear on a nice run for the Cardinals.
Is that Devin
is
Bush?
number 29.
Oh, 29.
Jalen Smith.
Great read right there by Smith. Got an excellent block by Jackson May on the perimeter. And Devin Smith just turned it up on that seam, accelerated. A great run right there.
So even though we've got a lot of new faces in this Chi-High varsity roster, again, you got a lot of guys that can run.
Yeah.
A lot of speed guys. Some good
already,
athletes out there.
We've already seen a lot of names, a lot of different names on the field. So
handoff to LeMay on 1st and 10 from the 18, and LeMay showing good patience. And he's got the ball down to the 15-yard line. So far, Sparks, I like what I see from this Chi-High offense. Pretty crisp, just getting in and out of the huddle, running their plays. They did have the one turnover. Got to give credit to the defense there for popping it loose. But Chi-High, this young group, is looking impressive so far. 2nd and 7. And I think I just put the announcer Hex.
We'll have to see what this call is. And you're right.
Yeah, okay.
The old announcer's Hex gives him 5 yards.
Hex, yep, giving him 5 yards.
There we go. And again, like you said, though, they'd done a very nice job of not creating that little mistake that put them behind the sticks, always ahead of the sticks, moving the football. They have not been stopped. They stopped themselves with the turnover. But, again, they've been able to move the football. We'll see what they come up with here now with 2nd and long.
And now we've got a whistle and a stoppage. And we've got a little bit of an equipment.
He's got a little blood on the knee, so they replace him there.
Yep.
So Devin Bush in to replace Smith.
Jackson Boland will check out and get that issue taken care of. And with that, Chuck Rakovich will take a timeout.
Just when it seems life is smooth sailing, life happens. When it does, let Potter Agency help make all your insurance arrangements a breeze. Potter Agency is a local agency and will work to save you money. We have the best selection of insurance company products, and our dedicated agents will tailor your coverage to your needs. Give us a call or check out our website. When life is a little choppy, let Potter Agency help guide you to smoother waters.
We are back at Doré Field in Chippewa Falls. Chi-High using its first timeout. That's coming with 9:26 to go in the second quarter. Chippewa, its second drive deep into Holmen territory. Looking at a 2nd and 12 from the 20. Von Hayden rolling, still rolling, throws underneath. He's got his man down the sideline. That's number 29, Jalen Smith.
Well, Von Hayden did a great job rolling out there. They came out in trips right and just tried to flood that zone in the flat. So he rolled out and put pressure on that defensive backfield there, and he just whistled one in there late. Just real patient, waiting for a guy to open up on that sideline. So good pickup there, just a 3rd and 2 now.
We'll keep it on the ground. LeMay.
This will be close.
Inside the 10. It'll depend on the spot.
They're going to give it to him.
They say first down.
Yeah, 1st and goal.
Cardinals, deepest penetration.
Yeah, that was real good pet of Jackson LeMay on that real nice jump cut.
Their first drive ended at the Holmen 21 on a fumble. Second drive, they've got it inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Twins to the left. LeMay gets it down to the 5-yard line.
Now we'll see here if the Cardinals eventually will come with that little fullback fake. They'll ride LeMay inside there, and he'll step back and try to hit one of his receivers here down on that goal, and he can run a little fade or hit him on a quick slant.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. That's Boland to the right. Von Hayden was able to corral the snap.
Yep.
And then the Holmen defense closed in around him.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscue there on 2nd down.
So it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 7. We're under 8 minutes to go in the first half. A fast-moving game between two teams that like to run the football.
Yeah, and as we say that, Chai coming out with trips left here, so look for Von S to run a left on this one. Von Hayden.
And another miscue by the Cardinals, and that's going to cost them. Looked like most of the team had the snap count on one numeral, and the other guys had it on, or the center, who's the most important guy.
Yeah, the most important guy. I thought it was on 2. So
yeah.
Everybody else left without the football being snapped, so it's going to make it 3rd and long now for the Cardinals. We'll see if they come out with that same set.
And against Sparks, we might be looking at 4-down territory.
Yeah, going twins both sides, so 2 receivers each side here.
Xander Neal is the lone setback. Von Hayden over the middle, caught! Touchdown, Jackson LeMay. And the Cardinals get on the scoreboard.
LeMay in the tight slot on the right side there, runs a little skinny post inside that D-back. And Von Hayden with a great pitch out to him. Nice toss. Lead him right where he had to put it, and touchdown for the Cardinals.
That one opened up well for Chi High. Good protection up front.
Yeah, real nice job the guys up front, because that took a couple seconds to develop.
So Luke McIntyre will attempt the extra point here for Chi High. The kick is up, and it is good. With 7:22 left, Chippewa Falls 7, Holmen 0. You're watching on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything. Real life.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chile, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you, and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Welcome back to Doré Field in Chippewa Falls. The Cardinals with a nice scoring drive. They cover the last 12 yards via the air. Mason Von Hayden, a touchdown pass to Jackson LeMay. Luke McIntyre booted the extra point, and it's 7-0. 7:22 to go in this second quarter. Fashingbauer, the kick. It's a short kick taken inside the 20. And a short return there by A.J. Alish. So the Holmen Vikings will start this series just inside their own 30-yard line, and they'll start it at the 28.
Yeah, the Vikings, their first 2 drives, they were actually able to move the football and get some first downs, but what's happened is they've had that unfortunate penalty that keeps putting them behind the sticks, and then they're unable to convert on that after the penalty, so they've got to run a clean show on this drive.
Noah Ertz under center. He'll keep it. Trying the left side. But again, good penetration by Chi High. And I'll say this, despite the fact that they're a little undersized up front and at linebacker, they've got guys flowing to the football. That was Trevor Dombrowski making the tackle.
Yeah, those guys up front are doing a really nice job of occupying those offensive linemen, trying to keep them from getting to that next level. So that allows your linebackers to flow and get to that quarterback or pitch. So again, the guys up front have got to just take care of that fullback and not allow the linemen to get up to that next level.
Number of games going on around the area. It's Rice Lake leading at Menominee by a score of 12-7. Here's a counter and a good handoff there. A.J. Alish. Hole closed, though, and Alish taken down as he crossed the 35-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that counter out of the Vikings tonight. And like you said, Bob, it opened up initially, but good pursuit. Kept it to within a 3rd and 3 now, or 3rd and 2. So big play here for the Vikings.
6 minutes to go, second quarter. The clock continues to move. 3rd and 2 Vikings. Handoff straight up the middle. Markovsky had some forward momentum going. He gets it just across the 40, and it's a first down.
Yeah, that first down was all Markovsky, like you said. He took that momentum, and he was stuck in the hole, but he kept those legs driving and just kind of took that Chippewa guy with him for 3-4 yards to pick up a crucial first down for the Vikings.
Ball carrier there was Aiden Smith, number 44.
Oh, good run by Smith there.
1st and 10 from the 41. This is Markovsky. He's met by a host of Cardinals who push him back. Short gain for Markovsky and brings up a 2nd and 9. Still plenty of daylight as we move past 7:30 p.m. here in western Wisconsin, but the lights are on. They'll begin taking effect. Hurts hands it off on the counter, and nothing doing there for A.J. Alish. They're going to give him a gain of about a half yard.
Yeah, that counter just did not look as crisp as the first one. That one took a little longer to develop, and Chai was able to react to it. So, again, a good read by the Cardinals.
3rd and 8 now for Holmen. They trail in this one, 7-0. Just over 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Clock moving, second quarter. And now we're going to get a timeout taken by the Vikings. So we'll take a timeout as well. 7-0 Chippewa Falls on Zaleski Sports.
Find your next work family at Blue Northern Distributing. Here's Tina to tell us all about it.
He looked at me, knew I had a good driving record. I was motivated to work, and he saw something in me. Why did I stay? Because it's a really good family-oriented company. And I have great people I work with. Willem and I make a pretty good team. Add in the rest of the crew. We do a pretty good job.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
3rd and 8, Holmen with 4:06 left, second quarter. Ertz will keep it, trying to get to the edge. And he gets to the line of scrimmage and maybe another yard more, but that's it. So decision time once again for Holmen, and it looks like they're going to send the punt team out.
Yeah, they ran a little bit of that counter option where he was actually just going to keep it all the way, but that halfback, as he took to the perimeter, he missed the first guy there. He was supposed to block and kick out, let him go underneath, but he missed him. And again, nice tackle on the perimeter by the Cardinals. They just have not missed many tackles tonight.
Carter Bovey back deep for Chippewa Falls. Gavin Davis, the punter, he gets a great one there. Backs Bovey to the 15. Bovey trying to get wide, and he's taken down short of the 20. Really good open field tackle there on special teams by Marshall Mason.
And I think Mason was actually blocked in the back, and he made that play because there is a flag down, and that looks like that'll go against the Cardinals, and that should pin him deep.
Sparks, I'm guessing when you were an assistant coach for Eau Claire Memorial football, you were one of those guys that spotted penalties like that and probably reminded the official that there's a penalty flag in his pocket that probably should get thrown.
Well, it was only those obvious ones, and I'll tell you what, it was hard that when it's right there in the open field and right at the play, it's hard not to call those ones. So, again, that was the right call there, but you're right. On occasion, they've been known to miss that one, but they might need a little reminder, but not there. Good job picking up on that one.
So we'll see what kind of play calling Chi-High will do here. 1st and 10 from their own 10. 3:21 left, and we've got another marker on the field. Cardinals giving head coach Chuck Rakovich plenty of teachable moments.
Yeah, these are just, mental mistakes. You just got to know the count and be patient, not jump the gun like this. It just gets you behind the sticks. It just, especially when you're down here on your own 5-yard line now.
1st and 15. Cardinals will keep it on the ground, and breaking outside is LeMay. LeMay to the 25. Across the 30-yard line, and a great run by Jackson LeMay. 1st down Cardinals. Well, that'll open up the playbook.
Well, it sure does. And LeMay for 26 yards, and it's exactly what you're doing. First play, give it to LeMay. If he can bust one, now you can get going. You run your hurry-up offense. If he doesn't get anything, maybe you slow it down, use a lot of clock so the Vikings don't have a lot left in the half. But, hey, now let's giddy up and go.
1st and 10 from the 31. Under 3 minutes to go before the half. Von Hayden throws short, and that'll wind up as a loss. Jalen Smith, the receiver, but he had a guy draped all over him as soon as he caught that football.
Yeah, he sure did. He was looking deep for the 2 receivers that were going deep, and they were well covered, so he just dumped it off short. But I think you're right. I think he's almost better just throwing it at his feet or throwing it away.
Trips to the right for Chi-High. Von Hayden rolling to his right. Down the sideline, right on the money to Boland, who stays in bounds, turns it upfield, and gets it into Holmen territory.
Wow, Von Hayden, what just a great pitch and catch right there. He had to throw it over that D-back's hands and drop it into a bucket, and he put it right where it needed to be. Again, another huge gain. Pick up of about 22 there.
We'll step aside for just a bit. We'll wrap up this first half after this on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
2 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the second quarter. Chippewa Falls leading Holmen 7-0. Cardinals have it 1st and 10 from the Vikings' 48-yard line. Von Hayden over the middle. He's got Preston Alger, the tight end, his first reception of the ball game. Alger gets out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock.
Yeah, real nice job. He was the backside tight end. They're just dragging across the middle on that rollout, and he found him late. A good pitch and catch, and he did a nice job getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
2nd and 6 now for the Cardinals. Line of scrimmage, the Vikings 44. Two receivers right, one left. It's Jalen Smith in the slot right. Von Hayden's going to keep it to the 40, and he'll have the first down. Clock will stop with 2:06 left in the second quarter to move the chains.
Yeah, nice job by Von Hayden. He made that decision early. Once he scrambled out of the pocket, he was looking to run it, picked up a good chunk of yards and a first down, which stops the clock, and it's just now started up again.
1st and 10 from the 36. Von Hayden swings it out of the backfield. LeMay, he'll step out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 1:49 left in the second quarter, but a good gain on first down.
Yeah, that's always a good decision. If you could find LeMay in the open field, you want to get him the football.
And now the quarterback, Von Hayden's going to need a little tape around the elbows. There's a little bit of a scratch or a blood.
They're going to make this a full timeout, so.
All right, so we'll step aside. 1:49 to go. Chi-High driving and leading 7-0 on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
We have 1:49 to go in the second quarter. Chippewa Falls leading Holmen 7-0. And Chi-High driving here late in the first half. Scoreless after one. Chippewa got a Mason Von Hayden to Jackson LeMay touchdown pass. Now they're looking for more. Von Hayden screen pass. With that one diagnosed well. Xander Neal with the reception, but Chase Blank, the linebacker, diagnosed that play well. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, he sure did. You could see that start to develop, and he just shimmied around that offensive lineman, and that lineman just whiffed on the play, and he was right there to make that tackle. And otherwise, he had a lot of yardage.
Chi-High trips to the right. Boland is the wide receiver. Von Hayden looking, throwing deep, and a diving catch, but out of bounds. Oh, what an effort by Jackson Boland.
Yeah, Boland laid out for that one. Had it initially until he hit the ground, and then it came loose. What an effort. And again, a great toss by Von Hayden there to put it where he needed to. Almost a great play right there late here in the second quarter.
4th and 6 now for the Cardinals, and given their field position, that'd be a really long field goal, so they're going to go for it. It would be a 49-yard attempt. So Chi-High will go for it on 4th down.
Important here for the Vikings to come up with a stop.
2 receivers left. Boland wide right. Von Hayden has time, throws, it's tipped, and incomplete. The Holmen defense holds. We're trying to get it to Jalen Smith, and that ball was nearly intercepted. But Holmen will take over with 1:10 left. The line of scrimmage will be their own 32.
Yeah, was that Dalton Thenis? Is that how you? He was number 20.
Thenis,
yeah, he did a great job dropping into coverage right there. And as that ball tried to get up over his head and hit his receiver, he was able to get up and knock that down. Otherwise, that was a first down. But again, a great play by him defensively, and that keeps the Cardinals off the boards here late here in the second quarter.
So we'll see what Holmen does with 1:10 left, ball in their own 32. They've played it pretty close to the vest in terms of play calling this first half. Handoff up the middle.
Fumble.
The ball came loose, and it's a fumble, and Chi-High recovers.
Back to the Cardinals 1 play later with time left on the clock. We got 1:04 still left here in the second quarter. Wow, I think, like you said, I think Holmen was just playing it safe, to ride that fullback, kind of get out of the quarter, get in at halftime, but all of a sudden it came loose, and here comes the Cardinals again.
What a turn of events here late in the second quarter. Chippewa Falls, 1st and 10 at the 34. And they got 1:04 to work with. Boland split out wide to the right. It's LeMay in the slot right. Von Hayden looking left, looking deep, and incomplete.
Yeah, a little mix-up on that route that time. Looks like the receiver was going to run a post, and he kind of threw it out towards the flag. So a little mix-up on that route.
Sam Abear, the intended receiver. So 2nd and 10 from the 34, 59 seconds remaining in the half. Two receivers either side. Von Hayden with time. Throwing left, and it's caught. Down the far sideline, first down, Chippewa. Jalen Smith on the reception.
Great job by Smith of settling into that little opening over there. And again, Von Hayden just putting it where it needs to be right now. He has been impressive this first half.
It's another one he dropped right in the bucket. Again, two receivers either side. Clock moving, 45 seconds left. Pressure on Von Hayden. Throws underneath, and we've got penalty markers down. That'll stop the clock with 40 seconds left. We'll wait for the official announcement here, but that'll likely be on the Holmen Vikings. Yeah, the defender got there just a bit too early, Tyler Kane.
Yeah, that'll move it half the distance to the goal, put him down at the 9-yard line.
He'll also stop the clock. 40 seconds left in the half.
I do believe Chai's got at least one timeout remaining.
So with the penalty, it'll bring up a 1st and 1 from the 9.
Oh, jumped off.
And movement on that far side, and that'll back up the Cardinals.
Yeah, slot receiver a little early on the snap. Bring it back to the 14th. The only good thing is it's still first down.
First and 6 from the 14-yard line, 40 seconds left. Two receivers left. Bolin split out wide to the right. LeMay in the backfield. They'll hand it to LeMay. He bounces it outside. Jackson LeMay. Inside the 10, he's still going. Jackson LeMay for the pylon. Touchdown!
What a run by Jackson LeMay. Wow, break and tackles. What an effort. Put that on the highlight reel.
How many times did it look like Jackson LeMay would be stopped?
Well, I thought right at the handoff I thought he was done with. Good penetration by the Vikings, and I thought right there, loss of 1 or 2. But he shimmied around those guys, broke tackles on the perimeter, just would not be denied. What a run.
How about that for a play call? The PAT is up, and it is good by McIntyre. And with 30 seconds remaining, Chippewa Falls leads Holmen 14-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Chippewa Falls with 2 touchdowns in the second quarter leads Holmen 14-0, 30 seconds to go. And remember, Chi High won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they will get the football to start the third quarter. So a good turn of events, Chi High cashing in on that Holmen fumble. If you're thinking it looks a little foggy through the camera. There's a reason for that, Sparks.
Yeah, the old Chippewa Falls student section on that touchdown decided to throw up baby powder for their celebration. So if you saw that extra point, you did better than we did because we could not see it through the baby powder.
It's a pleasant aroma. I'll say that. Holmen trying to run this kick back and getting some favorable field position. Chase Blank on the return. But he's taken down, and Holmen will start out right across the 20. And I would think, Sparks, with the way this second quarter has gone for the Holmen Vikings, they may just run one up the middle and get to the locker room.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to take this play and be real smart with it. And then, like you said, just go into the locker room, talk things over, make the adjustments.
1st and 10, Holmen from its own 22-yard line, and we have 23 seconds remaining in the half. Hurts, the quarterback, will keep it. It's across the 25. He's stacked up there. Decent gain for Ertz on 1st down, but the clock continues to move. We'll see if they get one more play snapped, and it doesn't look like it.
Nope. Looks like we're going to half.
So, after one half of football, the home team, Chippewa Falls, has opened up a lead on Holmen by a score of 14-0. We will take an extended break here on Zaleski Sports, and we'll be back with the third quarter, and Dave Sparger and I will have a little recap before we begin the third quarter of action. But again, at halftime, your score, Chippewa Falls 14, Holmen 0. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
I would imagine watching Eau Claire Regis on film, you knew they were good. Did you expect them to put on a performance like this?
Well, offensively, no. I'm going to have to look at the film to see. We didn't, obviously, we played a quarter and a half. We only have 6 seniors, and eventually that kind of stuff catches up with you when the other team has, 15 or whatever. And, I saw some of our younger guys, the momentum got going in their way, and then there was nothing we could do to turn it.
As you said, you've got a lot of young players that got a lot of varsity experience, and a lot of big contributors are coming back next season, so obviously the cupboard's not bare.
Well, hopefully not. No, get a little bigger, faster, stronger, and so on, and then we should be okay. It was a good year overall. We won 10 games and shared the conference title, and we realized we got some work to do yet.
Right arm across the chest for 10. Ready, begin.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Switch to that. Ty, where are you at? We kind of talked to you. You're going to go with linebackers today, then. Okay? It's one of the positions we talked about yesterday at the coaches' meeting as we go over things. And of course, why do you think we're switching guys from position? Yeah, to give them a chance to play. If there's 2 or 3 guys ahead of you at the position you're at, but you might be the second best guy at a different position, well then we're going to move you. Working on your skills. All right, here we go. Now you got to be thinking. You got to be focusing in. This isn't going to be that hard physically. It's going to be a little harder mentally.
Edgar Football Hard Knocks is brought to you by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan. Promises kept, plain and simple. Visit securityhealth.org to learn more.
Young guys, everybody takes stuff home. Okay, Mav, you got to take that red off, or else you're going to have to take it home and wear it to the first day of school. If that's the only thing you wear, oh man, that would be not good. All right, get the breakdowns in. And then guys that are staying, give me that red.
Yeah. Hey. Hopping in and I start the V. Snakes in the grass so they harder to see. My brother would give up his life to the O. He told me he'd go be a martyr for me. Said that she ready to corner the 6. I hit up Pauline, the charter the P. Ain't really leave, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm riding around in Atlanta with Sam, cause that been going harder than me. Nothing to change, I'm just harder to please. Ferrari is making an SUV. We ain't got a choice, we ordering these. Shout out Noel for recording the V's. He know where they about to go. Cause nobody touches the flow.
Ready? Get Alex.
Hook.
Yep. Good. Hey.
Yeah, Duke him.
Set. Hook. Set. Hook.
Anderson. Yeah.
Watch his feet. You get your feet moving. Get your feet moving. Get your feet moving. Get your feet moving. Don't let them come across. Good job. Get up and pick it. Oh, go pick that one. Remember, interceptions are huge.
Will, pretty good spot there, Will.
Now, is it easier to cover guys when you're in a zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier. It's easier. So if we think it's pass, well then, yeah, probably going to call that. Especially if they're close together. Now, as the ball gets closer to the goal line, oh, they get down to the 25-yard line. Well, now it's going to be man more often because now they're getting too close, you see. This is out in the open field. Okay, once again, they're that tight, they're going to have to zone it.
Down.
You're looking them over. They're looking at the inside guy. Check the inside guy, see what he does, and they're both going in. They're both going in. So you got the shallow guy in, and he's got the deep guy in. All right, the guys are awful close together there. Receivers.
Tucker hitting that 15-yard post.
Receivers are mighty close together. All right, get a quick drink.
One more.
No, go get a quick drink. Here we go. Get a quick drink. Then we're going team. Hey, little guys, you got to get off the field now. You don't get run over. Here it comes. Get up. That's a pretty tricky play. Almost ran the cameraman over. Now we're short a guy. We got nobody in this guy. Okay. All right. Not bad. Carter, you drop back to help cover. Okay. Okay. Yep.
Hey, I told him, like, just make sure you're on scout D and Carter's coming down, just probably be a turtle.
Yeah, see, if we got that defense called and they come out and trip, then we're in a little trouble. One linebacker's got to get his fanny back. We only got 3 defensive backs. They got 4 wide receivers, 3 here and 1 over there. Well, we're screwed unless one linebacker comes back. And if you're going to make a mistake, you always want to make a mistake up by the line of scrimmage, back here. Because back here you make a mistake, it's a touchdown. Up there it's 5-6 yards. Okay. It's a way to pursue, way to keep contained. They were actually running up this sideline, so if the guy would have got outside, you see, you'd have been running and he'd have been running. It's like you're blocking for him, you know. Then you gotta listen. No, it's a run, and you gotta stop and turn around. But yeah, they were trying to run up this sideline with him taking you off, which is, we do that sometimes. Run that guy off to the outside. Then you don't have to block him. Okay, it's a good one, it's a good one, it's a good one. Turn it on, get to the wall. Come on, guys, let's go.
Blackstein saw that right away.
All right, get it back up here. See, that's why we can't do anything tricky if guys are going to be jumping, all right? Or not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Which direction's the wind today? Yeah, you know it's in the north because it feels cool. If it feels cool, guys, the wind's in the north. The cool wind comes from the north. The warm wind comes from the south. Is it cool today? Yeah, it's cool today, guys. Yeah, this is nice. You don't get a better day than this to practice. All right? So, remember, all dirty clothes get taken home for washing. Bus leaves at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Get in here by 7:40, 7:45.
See your tight ends. Go. Let's go! Out of the way, boys! Out of boy! Wait. Come on! Oh, Holmen.
All right, it's all right.
Good ball, team.
It's all right.
Here you go.
What are we sending Carter for again? I have no idea. Once again, our middle linebackers are not playing like Columbus told our middle linebackers to play. No. No, all they're doing is taking themselves out of the play. You guys back up over here. Throw the ball. Oh, you don't even look for him.
Hey, good throw.
Take it. He's open. Carter is open. I don't know what you're looking at. The guy's open. Throw him the damn ball.
little corner. Just gonna see if we can throw it up to him. There we go. Good ball.
Hey, we need.
I bet the back's going to be wide open in this play. Coming this way.
You got great hands. Take that ball.
Yeah, pick it off, pick it off, pick it off. Keep between you. Zone them, keep them between you. Keep them between you. Here comes a run. Stay outside. Stay outside. That away. You guys can shuffle across then, Leighton. Let them know. Motion, motion. Trips. Trips. Play it as trips. Hey, you can play off and outside if you want. Pick it. Throw the ball. You guys open. We gotta.
Right? Set those feet. 1, 2. 1, 2. Set your feet. Go.
JBD, let's go. Let's keep him out of the end zone, boys.
Yeah.
Before you know it, we'll be watching you boys down in that.
Yeah, let's hope so.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Welcome back to Doré Field in Chippewa Falls. Halftime festivities have wrapped up. Former Chi-High athlete Kaylee Frenette was honored. She'll be inducted into the Chippewa Falls High School Hall of Fame. An excellent girls hockey player and softball player here at Chi-High. This year's football team is off to a good start. 2 touchdowns in the second quarter by Chi-High has them in the lead by a score of 14-0 over Holmen. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you here from Doré Field. It was a scoreless first quarter. Each team showing the ability to move the football, but neither team could punch it into the end zone. But Chi-High got on the board with 7:22 left in the second quarter. It was quarterback Mason Von Hayden, a 12-yard touchdown pass to Jackson LeMay. Luke McIntyre kicked the extra point. It was 7-0 Cardinals. And then with under a minute to go in the half, a Holmen fumble gave Chippewa Falls the football on the Holmen 34, and just a couple plays later, Chi-High cashed it in. Jackson LeMay, a 14-yard touchdown run. It was a highlight reel variety play. He bounced off numerous tackle attempts. Got wide, dove for the pylon, and got into the end zone. Once again, McIntyre kicked the extra point. 14-0 Chippewa Falls is your score, and Chi High will receive the kick to start the third quarter. Sparks, your impressions of the first half?
Well, Chippewa's looked very sharp tonight. You know, we talked about eliminating some of the mistakes, and really, for the most part, they've had some procedure calls, which is to be expected the first game, but other than that, they just haven't beat themselves. They've had 4 possessions. They lost 1 possession on a turnover. They lost 1 possession on downs, but they got it deep into the end right there before half, and then they created such that possession was so deep that the next play the Vikings fumbled it, and they were able to get it back and punch it in. So 4 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and 1 on turnover and 1 on down. So, again, it's nothing the Vikings have been able really to do to slow them down, and that's why they take this 14-0 lead. On the other hand, the Vikings have just kind of shot themselves in the foot. It's, they'll get a first down, and then they'll get that crucial penalty that'll get them behind the sticks at a 2nd and 15 or a 3rd and 9. And their offense just right now is not clicking enough to where it's going to pick up those big yardage. So they've got to clean things up there at halftime and try to create big plays out of that triple option type run they run with their offense.
And Sparks, I would think that given the score and where we are in this football game, this first drive of the third quarter is incredibly important. If Chi High can get a good ball control drive and stick one in the end zone, all of a sudden you've got Holmen in a very uncomfortable position. But if the Vikings can get that stop, get some decent field position out of it, and turn it into some points, all of a sudden it's game on again.
Yeah, you're right. This first possession's huge. For Chippewa, you could really kind of separate yourselves from the Vikings by punching one in, especially if it takes you, 5-6 minutes to drive it down. Because, again, the Vikings have not shown the ability to have that quick strike. So, you're going to put yourself in the driver's seat if you can take this opening kick and score. And on the other hand, Vikings, hey, you got to come up with a stop, and sooner the better. You want to get that field position flipped, give yourself a short field, and get back into this game.
Gavin Davis will kick it off for Holmen. We've got LeMay and Boland. Boland on the near hash. Back deep for Chippewa Falls. A couple other scores for you involving Big Rivers Conference team. Hudson at home leading Marshfield 17-0 at the half. Menominee 14-12 over Rice Lake at the half. It's a short kick. It's going to take a bounce. It's loose.
Vikings have it
by Holmen. Well, there is a turn of events, and that pooch kick worked out perfectly for the Holmen Vikings.
Yeah,
Blake Goyette.
Like you said, little pooch kick back there, and 2 Chi High guys come up and try to field at the same time, collide. It spits up into the air, and there's a Viking to recover it. Huge play to start this second half. We said the Vikings needed to come up with something here early in the third, and they've got it. Football on the 25-yard line going in.
Was Adam Marku, 43, not 41, on that recovery. So Holmen in business at the Chippewa 25. Yeah, we talked about how important this first drive would be, and right off the bat, right on the kick, Holmen capitalizes, and all of a sudden, Holmen Vikings have to be feeling awfully good here. And Chippewa Falls, it's been a festive atmosphere, and both the crowd and on the sideline, and some people are a little bit stunned after that exchange.
Yeah, that's quite a, like you said, big break here for Holmen, and they got all this momentum, and now they're losing this momentum because the officials can't figure out the football. So they're trying to figure out where it should be, and let's see if we can get this straightened up here a little bit.
And part of what happened there is that 2 Chippewa players went to retrieve that pooch kick. They collided. The ball popped loose, and it went right in the hands of Marku. 1st and 10, Holmen from the Chippewa 27. Handoff. Nope. It's keeper by Ertz, and he's strung out along the near sideline. Carter Bovey assisting in on that tackle.
Yeah, Bovey, real nice job there, just settling down and reading that play. He knows he's responsible for the quarterback on that play, and he did a great job getting to him.
No gain. 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Tough running, Markovsky. He's taken down inside the 25-yard line. They'll mark him at the 24.
Again, the Chippewa defense just doing an outstanding job of doing their assignments. When you face an option team like Holmen, you've got each individual's got their own specific player they have to attack. The inside has to attack that fullback. You got guys on the edge, the defensive end, outside linebacker. They got to get to that quarterback, and then you got the perimeter guys that are worried about the pitch. And right now, Chippewa's doing just an excellent job of staying with their assignments.
3rd and 6, Holmen. Ertz on the keeper. Taken down just short of first down yardage, but it'll be 4th and a little over a yard. So a huge play here. Holmen looking to keep this drive going. Chippewa would love to get a stop here. Line of scrimmage, the 19.
Big play, like you said, big play early here in the 3rd. Play clock under 5. Yep, he's going to have to burn a timeout.
Timeout taken by Holmen. We'll step aside as well. 9:57 to go, 3rd quarter. Chippewa Falls leading Holmen 14-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. Our focus is providing your family with peace of mind by offering state-of-the-art systems that blend convenience and security into one. It all starts with our security system, which lets you add control of lights, door locks, thermostats, and more. You can control all of them with your touchscreen keypad or your mobile phone. With this state-of-the-art system, home control can be adjusted to your lifestyle automatically.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
4th and 1 for the Holmen Vikings. They trail the Chippewa Falls Cardinals 14-0, 9:57 to go, 3rd quarter. Goes without saying. Big play here for both teams. Ertz getting some additional instruction from the sideline. Ertz will keep. He's got the first down and more going over that left side. He takes it down inside the 15-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down, Holmen Vikings.
Yeah, right now the Vikings have made that adjustment with their offense, and they're just kind of riding that fullback inside, but he's going to pull, and they are blocking that defensive end, and that defensive end is responsible for the quarterback, but they're actually trying to block and kick him out to allow that quarterback to turn it up inside that end, and it's been effective now this drive, so a good little adjustment by the Vikings to keep this drive alive.
And a stoppage to allow one of the Chippewa defenders to get his shoe relaced. First and 10, Holmen from the Chippewa Falls 12. Aiden Smith is the fullback. He'll get the handoff, and he's pushed back after a very short gain.
Yeah, you're still going to have to go to that fullback to keep him honest. You know, that's just one of those things about this triple option. You've got to keep feeding that fullback. You just got to keep pounding it inside and wear down that inside of that defense. And then when they get used to seeing that fullback, all of a sudden you just pull it to keep them off balance.
We're under 9 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. It's a 2-score game now. Another handoff up the middle. Aiden Smith. We haven't seen Markovsky in this 3rd quarter. Not sure if they're just trying to give Smith some carries or if there's an injury issue. We'll try to keep our eyes on that far sideline.
Yeah, I would say this. Smith's a little bigger, so I think they just decided to go with that bigger fullback to see if he can't get a better push.
3rd and 5 now for the Vikings.
Look for Ertz to keep this one now.
Marcoux in motion. Handoff up the middle. And that'll be a first down for the Vikings. They'll set up a 1st and goal.
Right there, 3 plays in succession. All fullback gives. Ride that fullback. Good job inside now of actually making that work better for him. Like you said, 1st and goal.
Under 8 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Ertz under center. Oh, handoff up the middle. Aiden Smith pushed back, fighting for the goal line. He comes up short.
Boy, not a lot of room in there. They are just tight inside. That offensive line is toe-to-toe. Defensive line trying to bury themselves underneath them. Get some penetration.
Nose of the football just outside the goal line. 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the 3rd, and the clock continues to move. Ertz. He'll keep it.
He did.
And goes in standing. Noah Ertz. Touchdown run for Holmen, and the Vikings close the gap. It's now 14-6.
Great job by Ertz right there. Like we said, you got to give to that fullback, keep everybody honest. Well, they went 4 times to the fullback. At that time, he rode him down inside and pulled it out late, and he just had the edge, had all of Chippewa just converging on that fullback. Chippewa didn't believe their eyes, and they were able to, Vikings able to capitalize on that one and get a touchdown.
Here's Gavin Davis for the PAT. Chippewa may have gotten a foot on it. They deflect it, and the kick is no good. So, with 7:11 to go, 3rd quarter, your score, Chippewa Falls 14, Holmen 6. Back with more on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Holmen Vikings cashing in on a fumbled kick return by Chippewa Falls. Noah Ertz TD run. It's 14-6. Here's Gavin Davis. He'll boot this one deep. It comes down to the near side. Boland on the return. Boland breaks it outside. Boland down the sideline. Into Holmen territory. Knocked out of bounds. And another big special team. This one turned in by the Cardinals.
Yeah, great job by Boland. He tried to hit to that perimeter, gave a little shimmy inside, and got that outside defender to bite inside, and he went right outside down that sideline and was able to break contain. Took it a good distance after that little move there. So, again, puts the Cardinals in great field position here, and hopefully, for the Cardinals, they can answer that touchdown.
First down shy high at the Holmen 42-yard line. Von Hayden will keep it on the ground. LeMay hard running inside the 35. Pyle pushing forward inside the 30.
Oh, what a hard run to start off that third quarter for LeMay. He's been sitting on that sideline too long. He was ready to go.
From the 42 all the way down to the 28-yard line, a gain of 14 for Jackson LeMay, who's having himself a nice game. First and 10 from the 28. Two receivers right, one left. That's Boland split out wide left. Smith in the slot. Keep it on the ground. LeMay on the carry. getting something out of nothing. Give him a gain of 2. Now LeMay will check out. 2nd and 8 from the 26. Xander Neal now the running back. Neal on the carry. Burst through. Inside the 15-yard line.
You said it right. What a burst when he hit the hole. He just got that extra lean and kicked into another gear and just went by the Viking defenders. Nice, good run right there. Fresh back to put in and made the big play.
First down, Cardinals. They've got it at the Vikings 14. 2 receivers to either side. I'll keep it on the ground. Up the middle goes Neal. Going to give him forward progress down to the 11. So give him a gain of 3. Clock continues to move. Just over 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Chippewa Falls with the ball and leading 14-6. Sweep to the near side. They got it to Jalen Smith, but all that window dressing didn't fool the Vikings defense that time. They were able to string out Smith and bring him down after a short gain.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that little inside, little shovel pass there. Like you said, creates that jet sweep, and Vikings did a great job of just stringing it out and getting off blocks and only picked up about 2 yards on the play. Like you said, brings up 3rd and 6.
From the Vikings 10. Handoff, LeMay spinning his way down to the 5-yard line.
Did that spin move get him there to that first down? It's going to be close. They're going to say 4th and short.
4th and less than a yard. Quarterback Von Hayden is going to talk it over with the offensive coaches for Chi High. They've got to play. 3:45. Clock continues to move here in the third quarter. Each team has had the football once. Chippewa Falls trying to counter a Holmen touchdown.
Yeah, be surprised if this doesn't go to LeMay, that's for sure. They're going to have to burn a timeout here. Chippewa's going to have to use one.
Yeah,
they didn't, though.
Yep.
Yeah, they were late getting the guy on. The formation was not set. And instead of using a timeout, they're going to lose 5 yards right there.
So now what do you do if you're Chuck Rakovich? You got 2 kickers.
Well, how about I'm going to give this away and say they're going to kick it.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right.
As you ask me, yeah, he's bringing on the field goal team. But you're right. I am a little surprised. So obviously he's showing a lot of confidence, in the kicking game to bring him on here at 4th down and 6.
And it's McIntyre who will do the honors from 27 yards out. The kick is on the way. And it has enough. McIntyre, the field goal from 27 yards out. And Chippewa Falls extends its lead to 17-6. Back with more football on Zaleski Sports.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Chippewa Falls able to answer the Holmen touchdown with the field goal. And as a result, your score with 2:51 to go third quarter is Chippewa Falls 17, Holmen 6. Bob Radovich, Dave Sparger with you. And Nice answer by Chi High there. Obviously, they would want the touchdown, but to get points and make it a 2-score game, they're taking another step closer to putting this one in the win column.
Yeah, disappointing. Like you said, you got 4th and 1, less than 1, and they're going to go for it, and you got everything lined up, and then there's confusion. They get the penalty, but the great answer to that was at least putting points on the board. So good job by the special teams of getting them at least 3 points to give them that separation and that lead.
Fashingbauer with the kick. It's a good one. The Vikings are able to get it out to the 25-yard line. And that's where they will start this drive. Well, Sparks, Holmen, there's no secret what they like to do. They like to run the football. They like to run that option attack. They got some big linemen. They got Ertz, the quarterback's a bigger kid. At some point, do you start breaking tendencies here and looking for, pop some bigger runs, or can you be content in playing ball control?
Well, I think they've made those adjustments at halftime as we saw them take that turnover and punch it in for a touchdown. So, again, they've made some adjustments at halftime with that run game. So I think they'll stick with it. They're going to obviously keep feeding that fullbacks, which is what they love to do. But they're also going to come back with Ertz on that edge. And they've kind of done what we call a solid block, where the tight ends just stay on that DN and block him instead of letting him go free and let Ertz turn it up inside. And they've been successful with those 2 plays.
1st and 10, Holmen from its own 25. Ertz will hand it off. And the ball is on the ground. Who's got it?
Looks like the Cardinals came up with it. Big run right there,
and it's Chippewa Falls football.
Boy, big run right there by the Vikings. They picked up 11 and 12 on a fullback give, and just before he gets down, he coughs it up, and the Cardinals get another turnover.
So Chippewa Falls will take over at the Holmen 38. And boy, the absolute last thing the Vikings needed there.
Yeah, absolutely. They needed another, they were moving the football. Like right there, that play was 12 yards. They're gaining all this confidence in the offense, and then they just cough it up, which puts them behind again now as the Cardinals take over in the Holmen territory.
So we'll see if the Cardinals now will try to burn some clock. Instead, they're going up top. Von Hayden to Bowen with the dive.
Oh!
He can't hang on. Oh, my goodness. He had that one in the midst. He caught it in the air. But, again, the ball popped loose when he hit the turf.
Reiko not surprised. He went for the big play on that turnover. That's one of those things. We get that quick change of possession. You run them out there and you try to go deep. You try to get over the top early like that. And sure enough, first play, he had him. He had the catch. But as he comes down, he loses control.
If Von Hayden puts just a little more air under that, it's a pitch and catch.
He can keep running. You're right. He can keep running instead of having to stop and wait for it.
2nd and 10. Handoff.
Big
LeMay. He gets it down close to the 30.
Good job of the offensive line that time. There's a big seam right there for LeMay. He's used to having to make a cut real quick, but, boy, he was able to get that second level before he had to make a cut.
A gain of 7 to set up a 3rd and 3. Just over 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Chippewa Falls driving and leading 17-6. I'll keep it on the ground to LeMay. He's got the cutback. He's inside the 30.
This should give him enough for the first down.
Looks like the spot will be enough for a first down. The chains move. And the Chi High drive continues. They've moved it down to the 28. You'd expect that Chi High would try to take as much time between plays, run some clock.
Yeah, that's one they just never change with Chippewa. They're not in any rush. They can take their time, run their plays.
Von Hayden going deep, far side, incomplete.
Nice route, little fade route there to the pylon. Threw it up there nice. But again, like you're saying, Brett, I think even there again, if he puts a little bit more air underneath that, gives his receiver a little more time to see it and react to it, he might drop it in there, but didn't miss by much.
Sam Hebert, the intended receiver. 2nd and 10, Cardinals from the 28. Clock is stopped, minute 25 to go, third quarter. Handoff, LeMay trying to bounce it outside. He's inside the 20. Very close to first down yardage. And they're going to move the sticks again.
Great job of patience, too, when he initially got through that hole. He was sitting there with his lineman right in front of him, and he stayed behind him and let his lineman create those seams for him. A good job of the guard pulling around that time. Excellent job of that offensive line.
1st and 10, Cardinals from the Vikings 18. Just over a minute to go in this third quarter. Cards will keep it on the ground. Devin Bush with the carry. Gain of 4 to bring up a 2nd and 6.
Boy, LeMay has certainly been the guy tonight to carry the football, but every time he's needed a break, Neal and Bush have certainly stepped in and done a really nice job in his replacement.
Handoff, Bush gets it inside the 15. I just realized, Sparks, that not once this game has quarterback Mason Von Hayden been under center. We have not seen the traditional
You're right.
Chuck Rakovich double wing.
Yeah, it is not at all. It kind of, again, just shows you how he's made the adjustment to what he's got as far as a team this year. He's willing to make those little tweaks to his offense to put his team in the best chance to win.
Third quarter is in the books. Chippewa Falls 17, Holmen 6. We're back with the fourth quarter on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Getting set to start the fourth quarter. Chippewa Falls leading Holmen by a score of 17-6. Jai High driving. Cardinals have a 3rd and 6 from the Vikings 14. Cardinals will operate from the far hash. Von Hayden will keep. Gets to the edge. 15, 10. Hauled down right around the 5-yard line.
Nice play call right there. Von Hayden hasn't had one of those since early in the first quarter. So he gives that little read to LeMay, who's been just a workhorse tonight. Pulls, and he's got that edge, and he's quick enough to beat the perimeter there and picks up the first down. Brings up a 1st and goal.
The clock did stop. Yes, Von Hayden was taken down out of bounds, but a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. LeMay standing to the right of Von Hayden. Jackson LeMay on the carry, spins near the goal line, but he stopped short.
Just shy. Yeah, looks like he got down about the half-yard line. That little twist right there inside the hole, get picked up about 2.
Hudson now has extended its lead over Marshfield, 24-0. That's a game you can Also find on the Zaleski Sports website. And after one quarter down in La Crosse, Eau Claire North, La Crosse Central are scoreless. 2nd and goal from the 1. Low snap, LeMay.
Just stoned.
Hey, he was trying to get low, but there was 1 Cardinal and 3 Vikings. So LeMay turned back.
Good penetration in the interior there by the Vikings. Created a push and got him deep in the backfield there, not allowing him to create with his moves that he's been doing all night. He's shut down early and loses a yard and a half.
We're under 11 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. 3rd and goal, Chippewa Falls from the Holmen 2. Von Hayden on the keeper. And he is brought down short of the goal line. So, the field goal unit coming on for Chippewa Falls.
Yeah, great job of that defensive end for the Vikings. Come crashing off that edge and didn't even look at LeMay. He went right to the quarterback, which his job is to do, and he brought him down for no gain.
So McIntyre kicked a field goal in the 3rd. He's on for his 2nd attempt. Gets that one high in the air, and it's no good.
Looks like he pulled it left on that one. Like you said, it was plenty high. So the Vikings dodge a bullet there, and they're still alive.
Kind of like the tee shot in golf when you get under it and you go straight up in the air. And it had plenty of distance. There's no question about that. But,
yeah.
Both the officials were parked under each of the uprights.
Were you looking for him to replace his divot on that one? Is that what you're?
No, not on a turf field. You know.
Well, big drive right here now for the Vikings.
10 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Vikings trail by 11. They've been methodical. They've not had a lot of big plays. There's a decent run left side there.
Yeah, that was
a good gain
Ertz,
on first down. Ertz on the keeper takes it for a gain of 7.
Yeah, you're right. That's the one thing the Cardinals have certainly done a nice job tonight is eliminating those big plays. You know, they really haven't given up on that 15, 20, 25-yarder, which, you know, this offense is so potent at doing, is getting those big plays. And just the Cardinals are making it tough for the Vikings to really get those big ones off.
Menominee has stretched its lead over Rice Lake to 21-12. 2nd and 3 Vikings. Handoff on the counter. First down yardage for A.J. Alish, and here comes a penalty marker.
Yeah, late flag here coming in on the tackle.
So you heard the official. It's going to be a personal foul, 15-yard penalty. So Holmen will have it 1st and 10 from its own 48. Costly penalty there on the Cardinals. La Crosse Central has now opened up a lead over Eau Claire North, 7-0. Handoff left side. Marcoux on the carry.
Well, the Vikings have certainly looked a lot better the second half with their offensive scheme as they've made a couple adjustments. They're picking up 4, 5, 6 yards every time they've carried the football now. But again, they're still down 2 scores, and we're halfway through the 4th.
And again, we talked about the size advantage, and eventually that starts wearing on a smaller defense.
Well, you're right. And again, that's why they keep coming back to that fullback, keep pounding and wearing them down.
Penalty marker thrown. Yeah, looks like that preliminary indication against the Vikings.
Yeah, legal formation. Boy, that's just been so hurtful for that Viking offense. They do little penalties here and there to set themselves behind the stick. You know, you go from 2nd and 6 now to 2nd and 11. It just makes it that much harder for this offense to get those first downs.
Yeah, and a team that in this game anyway has not relied on any big plays. You've got to be really on point when you run your offense. You just can't afford mistakes. 2nd and 11 now for the Vikings. Ball on their own 46.
Yeah, and they have yet to put the ball in the air this game.
Hand off up the middle. Aiden Smith. Smith taken down at the 49. Again, we have not seen Ezra Markovsky in the second half. They've gone with Aiden Smith.
Yeah, and we got a flag here on the play. Let's see what this one is now. Oh, late hit on the Cardinals.
So that's 2 personal foul penalties on the Cardinals defense in this drive alone.
Yeah, and those have been the 2 biggest plays for this Holmen offense. Both of them have been 15 yards.
So the line of scrimmage is the 36. Holmen has it 1st and 10. Clock is moving. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go. I think at some point Holmen would want to show a little urgency getting to the line of scrimmage and getting their plays called. Here's Ertz back to pass. Throwing to the flat, and he threw into traffic.
A lot of traffic, yeah. He had his receiver out there, but I'm not sure where he was trying to throw that. If he was just trying to throw it, like you said, in a bucket, to have his receiver go get it. But, boy, there was a lot of Chippewa D-backs trying to converge on that one.
Wesley Tanzer, number 5, back there for the Cardinals. I think it was one of those. Ertz was throwing to a spot.
Yeah, exactly.
He expected a receiver to be there. I think the receiver there got turned the wrong way or got bumped coming off the line, and as a result, incomplete. 2nd and 10. 7:15 to go. Handoff on the counter, breaking it outside, and a good gain is Alish. Now he's thrown back. We'll give him forward progress inside the 25.
Probably one of their biggest run plays right there. The little counter picked up 12-13 on the play. And like we said, they've made some good adjustments in their run game. They're picking up yardage.
Under 7 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Holmen trying to get back into this. Looking to get some points on this drive. They trail 17-6. Up the middle.
Ertz off the left side for a big gain, 15-16.
Well, he had me fooled there. I'm watching the fullback, Smith.
That just shows you what again. That shows a great job he did. Yep.
Great play fake. Taken down at the 9, 1st and goal. 6.5 minutes left. Clock moving. Ertz checking the play on his wristband.
There's your
hand
fullback.
It up the middle. Smith plowing forward. He gets inside the 5.
Yeah, that change to Smith at fullbacks really made a difference here for the Vikings. He has been strong and powerful inside on those runs.
So they don't huddle. Ertz checking the play. 5:45 and the clock moving. Ertz will keep. He's into the end zone for the Holmen Vikings touchdown.
Well, that's been their offense the whole second half. Simply quarterback or fullback. He's going to read that fullback and pull, and then he'll turn it up inside that tight end and try to pick up some good yardage, which is opened up, or he'll just ride that fullback and he'll pick up his yardage. So, again, they've done a nice job of adjusting their blocking schemes to pick up those 2 plays.
So with the score 17-12, Holmen will line up and go for 2.
Yeah, they're going to try to cut this to a 3-point game right here.
Marcoux and Aiden Smith.
Clock's down to 5, though. And they got to burn a timeout here.
Ooh, that could be costly.
Yeah, that's not the time. Yeah, that's not the time you want to have to use one. You should have a 2-point play that you've always been real partial to, anyways. That's one of those things they should have in your back pocket. Is this is our go-to? This will be our 2-point play, and that's what you kind of have to be ready for. Because, like you said, you do not want to use a timeout right here when it's 5:38 left in the game and you're trailing. You want those timeouts for later in the game.
5 minutes, 38 seconds to go. All right, Sparks, we've seen Holmen in this game. They like the option with the quarterback. They like Ertz running it. They've had some success with Aiden Smith as the fullback. What are you looking for out of Holmen here?
Yeah, I think they're going to stay with that same play they've been running. They're going to ride that fullback, and if Ertz feels like that fullback's going to get stoned, he'll pull and then turn it up right inside that tight end. But, again, he's going to have to read that, and if he puts a good read on it, he should be able to get this 2-point conversion. Like I said, they've been blocking this very well the second half.
Ertz brings him up to the line. Ertz will keep it. He's across the goal line for the 2-point conversion. And we've got a 17-14 football game with 5.
They came right back with that play again. Quarterback ride the fullback, give it a pull, turn it up inside, and he got that 2-point conversion. And we're down to a 1-score game here.
Yeah, and that's, if you're a defender, you got to honor the fullback. But at the same time, again, and now that it's darker, okay, there's one thing. It's a little harder to follow that football, and Ertz does such a good job on those fakes to the fullback. And, Ertz, 6'5", 215, big kid.
He is, you're right. And
hard runner, and he gets by the goal line. It just drops that shoulder and pushes forward. Gets the leg drive, and
yeah, he's getting through that first level. Like you said, he's been able to, find that seam. And he's a big kid, 6'5", and he comes up on those linebackers or D-backs, and he's falling forward for a couple yards every time. So, again, they've done a nice job in their scheme of having that tight end stay home and block the defensive end. Usually in the option game, that's the guy you're optioning. You're going to leave him unblocked, and you'll pitch off of him. You'll read that defensive end to see what he's doing, or they're not even worried about it. They're not even going to pitch the football. They're simply going to block him. They want to turn him out, and they're going to wall everything down, let that quarterback pull and turn it upfield.
So Noah Ertz has accounted for all 14 of the Holmen points. 2 touchdown runs, a 2-point conversion run.
Well, I think it's too early for an onside kick, but he's setting the ball up like it is.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Davis,
yeah.
He's setting up. He's a left-footed kicker. Looks like Chippewa's got the hand steam here. Here comes the onside kick, and it goes out of bounds. Well, you work on that in practice. That's in your it's in your book of your plays when you need it.
That's when the kickers are supposed to do. Yep.
But at the same time,
specialty period,
executing it in a pressure situation, and he never got that kick. He never got that extra.
Right. Never got the bounce.
Yeah.
You're right. You're trying to get that top spin where all of a sudden that second hop just sails up in the air real high, allows your guys to get underneath it and cause some havoc and maybe come up with it. But instead, it just whirly-bird right out to the sideline. That's going to be out of bounds.
So, Sparks, put your offensive coordinator cap on now. What are you going to look to call if you're Chi-High?
LeMay left, LeMay right. That's about it right here down the stretch. He has been just dynamite here tonight with his runs and as electric as he's been. So I think they'll keep it pretty simple.
Yeah, and the coaches are saying ball security.
It's a good call there, absolutely. And again, that's why you're going to lean on a senior. He's had a bunch of carries tonight. He's all lathered up. Just keep giving him the football. He'll make sure he takes care of it. He did have a turnover early in the game, but I'm sure he's learned from that.
5 minutes, 38 seconds left. Chippewa has it 1st and 10 from the Holmen 40. Hand off LeMay. pushing forward, gets a gain of a couple.
Yeah, good job of the Viking defense right there. I think they've obviously been told the same thing. We've got to get LeMay back deep in the backfield or not allow him to get that second level, because that's when he is shifty and he can pick up those extra yards.
Gain officially of a yard, so 2nd and 9. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left. LeMay again.
Nice cut inside.
Gets to the 35 where he is pushed back. Clock continues to run. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
Interesting to see if Rake would want to go with that quarterback pull again and have Von Hayden take off with it. You know, he's come to that a couple times today and has been real successful. You know, kind of used LeMay as that decoy. They all flying after him, and he pulls and takes it around edge.
LeMay will
be on that trip set.
Go in a stack on the right side. They'll throw it to him. Trying to bounce it outside. He's taken down at about the 33.
Yeah,
So
Vikings,
bring up
great
a
job.
4th down.
Yeah, great job of the Vikings on defense there. They kind of sniffed that one out. When they saw LeMay go out into that trip set, like you said, he was stacked behind those other 2 receivers. They wanted nothing. They knew that something was up with that, so they hustled out there and were able to cover that one up.
Quickly, Chi High sends the punt team out there. Owen King is the punter for Chi High, standing on the Holmen 45. High punt. Holman's going to let it bounce. It's down by Chippewa inside the 5, but it looks like it was touched at around the 8. So that's where Holmen will take over. 3 minutes, 31 seconds left.
Well, there is time, obviously, with 3:31 left on the clock. But Holman's going to obviously need a couple of big plays in this drive to really get themselves down in position to at least attempt a field goal.
Now, if you're the Chippewa defensive coordinator, do you bring everybody up close to the line of scrimmage expecting their run, or do you try to keep some guys back in the event they try to break a tendency and try to hit you with something via the air?
Yeah, I don't think you change anything what they've been doing. I mean, yeah, they've given up some yards here the second half, but they've played, very well. They haven't allowed that big play, and you've got to go probably a good 60 to 70 yards before you can even get into field goal range. So if I'm Chi High, I'm staying with what our bread and butter.
1st and 10, Holmen from its own 8. Ertz will keep. Short gain across the 10.
And that's exactly what Chippewa wants right there. You got to take care of the fullback, quarterback game right now. You got to force them into trying to throw the ball, which they're not real comfortable doing.
2nd and 7.
Here's that counter.
Trying to bounce it outside. A.J. Alish. He gets across the 15. That'll bring up a 3rd, and we'll call it 2 for the Vikings. Under 3 minutes to go.
The Vikings are in their hurry-up offense as they're just doing everything from the line of scrimmage now.
Ertz on the keeper, nowhere to go.
I don't think so. 4th down. Good job on the perimeter right there by that Cardinal defense. They just kind of knocked everything down inside and wasn't able to bounce it.
4th and 2 for Holmen. 4th and 1. A stop here would pretty much seal this one for Chippewa Falls. Ertz on the keeper. Ertz has the 1st down and more. Gets it out just beyond the 25-yard line. Drive stays alive. 2:01 left.
Tell you what, the Cardinal coaches saw a procedure penalty on the inside there for the Vikings. They thought this side tight end flinched a little bit before the snap, but they did not get the call. And then a big run by Ertz.
First and 10 from the 26. Clock moving. Minute 50 left, fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle, Aiden Smith.
Clock is starting to be an issue now as we get down to about 1:30.
Gain of 4 or 5 yards. Bring up a second down, 2nd and 5 from the 31, under a minute 30 left. They'll
Here's
run
that
the
counter.
Alish.
Oh.
Alish just tripped up, short of the 40-yard line.
Great open field tackle right there by that corner from Chippewa Falls. Can't quite catch a number, but what a great job coming up to make that play.
And now Chippewa Falls will take a timeout with 1:21 to go. We'll step aside as well. Back with the final minute 21 on Zaleski Sports.
At Marquardt Motors, we want our customers to experience the highest possible level of satisfaction. That's why we offer the largest selection of new and used vehicles at the lowest possible price. It's why we offer Saturday service, and we have our own body shop on site. I'm Dave Marquardt. I invite you to come experience the personal service we worked for 50 years to achieve and will continue to improve on for many years to come.
Minute 21 to go, fourth quarter. Holmen has the football. First and 10 at its own 39-yard line, but trailing Chippewa Falls by a score of 17-14. Chippewa's got one defender back, essentially playing a center field, standing at his own 45. Ertz, the quarterback, back to pass, short pass, over the middle, caught by Landon Ellis, but they rule incomplete. Well, good defense by the Cardinals there. Ellis had it, but was met immediately, and Chai did a good job just kind of knocking the ball out of Ellis's hands.
Yeah, good target for Ellis. He's 6'5", big kid there at tight end, and they ran a little pop pass to him, but unable to come down with it with all the pressure around him.
2nd and 10, Holmen from its own 39, minute 16 left. Option near side. Here's the pitch. And a good run into, well, just short of Chi-High territory on that pitch there.
A good job by the Vikings.
Adam Marcoux.
Yeah, breaking tendencies right there. Actually pitched it. That's the first pitch they've had this second half.
3rd and 4, under a minute to go. Ertz keeps, still on his feet, into Chi-High territory. They'll get the clock stopped to move the chains with the first down. Got 48 seconds left. The Holmen drive is carried into Chippewa Falls territory.
Well, it'd be interesting to see what the Vikings truly have to get down to for a field goal attempt. You know, do they need to get to the 15, 10? You know, we're just not sure with that one extra point attempt that was kind of mishit, but
Jackson Martin will have to check out. Looked like to be a equipment issue. Braden Jaquish, 42, now in at linebacker. 1st and 10 from the 46. Handoff up the middle, Aiden Smith. He gets it down to the 42-yard line. Clock continues to move. We've got 30 seconds. Now 25 seconds.
He's going to keep.
Will keep. He's taken down.
He's got to use a timeout here.
Defender with him. And Holmen, Travis Kowalski, the head coach, on the field signaling for that timeout.
Yeah, it took a lot of time after that first down play to get that run off. So that only leaves them 14 seconds. I guess they're going to put 1 second back on the clock. They'll put it at 15.
All right, Sparks. Again, we'll have you put the offensive coordinator hat on. If you're Holmen, can you? I suppose you could throw over the middle, get the first down. The clock will stop, and then you clock it. Then you'll get a couple cracks at it.
Does he have one timeout left? I think he does. That's the only thing about this scoreboard. It doesn't tell us how many timeouts are remaining, but Vikings might have one left, so you are a little more open up in your playbook because you can use the timeout right away. But I'll tell you what, they've only used that option pitch once this half, and it was successful, so wouldn't surprise me here if they want to run a little pitch action.
16 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 3, Holmen from the Chippewa 39-yard line. And there's movement on the far side of the O-line, and that's going to back up the Vikings.
Yeah, that's a big penalty right here because, like you said, you could get that first down and get the clock stopped. Now it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge.
And I tell you, nobody in the stadium feels worse than that young man.
That's for sure.
Coming off a timeout, and tough one. 3rd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 44-yard line. They'll hand it up the middle.
Wow, fullback, but he's going to be about a yard short to be fourth.
The first down.
So he's going to have to use one.
Now the clock is moving. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds.
They do not have any timeouts left, obviously.
Ertz.
This will be the last play of the game.
Carrying the football, and he's taken down by the Cardinals, and that's how this one ends. Chippewa Falls with a defensive stand. Taking down the ball carrier, Noah Ertz, and Chippewa Falls begins its season with a hard-fought 17-14 win over Holmen. Sparks, we were entertained in this one. Two good teams going at it. In the end, Chi-Hi just a couple more big plays and some opportunistic defense, and they come away with the win.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, they created some big plays. They created those turnovers for Holmen, which gave them a short field. You got a couple touchdowns off those. But again, you got to give credit to the Vikings, boy. They made some great adjustments at halftime. Were able to put up a couple scores here in the second half. They just, we talked about that timeout they burned with that 2-point conversion, and we were just hoping that wouldn't come back to haunt them. Well, it sure enough did. Again, that last play, they just didn't have a timeout to use as they were short on that 3rd down play, and clock just ran out on them. Boy, what a great game and a great second half as both teams just played excellent football in that second half.
We'll do a quick recap of the scoring. Neither team got on the board in the first quarter. In the second, with 7:22 left, Mason Von Hayden, a 12-yard touchdown pass to Jackson LeMay. Luke McIntyre kicked the extra point. It was 7-0 Chippewa Falls. Chippewa then recovered a Holmen fumble at the Holmen 34, and they cashed in on a Jackson LeMay 14-yard touchdown run. Again, McIntyre kicked the extra point. Chi-Hi led 14-0 at the half. In the third, after recovering a fumble on the opening kick return of that third quarter, it was Noah Ertz, the quarterback, in a 1-yard TD run. The PAT was no good. 14-6 was your score. Chippewa answered with 2:51 left on a 27-yard field goal by Luke McIntyre. It was 17-6 Chi-Hi after 3. McIntyre then missed a field goal with 10 minutes to go. Holmen took over, drove downfield. Ertz, a 3-yard touchdown run and a 2-point conversion to make it 17-14. Holmen had it late, but couldn't punch it in. So Chi-Hi is the winner, 17-14. Sparks, again, if you're Chi-Hi, you'll take a win any way you can get. I think a lot to build on, plenty of things to clean up, but I think all in all, you got to be pretty pleased.
Oh, absolutely. Again, they weren't sure what they'd have. They had to replace a lot of kids. And they came in, especially with that offensive line, but they've made some nice adjustments to their offensive scheme of things. Instead of trying to go smash mouth, 2 tight end, 2 wings, Coach Rekovic, he knows how to make those adjustments to change that offense around. He spread the field tonight. Like you said, he never went under center. He took everything out of the shotgun. He was going 2 receivers on each side. He was going trips to his side. He was just really trying to spread the field and give Jackson LeMay an opportunity with open space, to give the football to your best ball player. And he made a great night of running the football, and Mason Van Hayden, he did a great job throwing the football. Those two really were a key, to this Chippewa offense tonight, and showed a lot of promise for a good, strong season for the Chi-Hi Cardinals.
So Chippewa Falls defeats Holmen by a score of 17-14. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with post-game coverage from Doré Field. You are watching Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Hey. Rico. You got time? Sure. Let's get you a little closer. We're up in the booth, so. You know what? I thought you guys showed some really good things. Plenty of cleanup, you know, the deep type stuff. Hung in there. Yeah. Well, I got to go back there. Okay. How about we'll set it up here. So we'll go right here. All right, welcome back to Dorey Field. Bob Bradovich along with Chippewa Falls head coach Chuck Rakovich. You're never going to complain about a win. It's one of those things, you guys made some really nice plays, did some good things. I'm sure a long list of things to clean up, but all in all, you guys got out of this with the win against a pretty good football team.
Well, I made a lot of notes here about mistakes, so we've got some things to talk about, but a win's a win.
Is this the first time in your coaching career that you played a game and your quarterback never got under center?
This is the first time since 19 70 when I was playing at UW Superior under Monty Charles, who ran the shotgun. So yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, talk to me about why that is. I mean, obviously it's personnel based, and maybe you saw some things that Holmen has done defensively, but it seemed to work for you. You guys move the ball fairly all game long.
We've got really good skilled kids, some speed, and you can see that they're very agile. And we just felt that that's the best thing to do to get the ball in the hands of our playmakers.
What's the biggest challenge for you now heading into week 2? Obviously you'll enjoy this one tonight, but going into week 2, what are some of the big messages for your team going forward?
Well, tonight we had, out of 22 starters, we had 20 kids that never played in a varsity game. So we're not going to be too rough on them, but at the same time, the biggest thing we've got to do is get ready for DC Everest, because that's not going to be easy.
Yeah, tough team over it. Congratulations!
Thanks,
great to see you on the sideline once again.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
All right.
Good to see you, finally.
Yeah, good to see you. All right, Chuck Rakovich, Chippewa Falls head coach. Yeah, like any first week win, W and to get ready. Rako talked that it's a trip to Schofield to take on DC Everest next week. So that's going to do it for our Zaleski Sports coverage. For my color commentator Dave Sparger, for Colin McClowry, our producer, and for Steve Maves, who helped out as well. I'm Bob Bradovich saying good night from Chippewa Falls. You've been watching high school football on Zaleski Sports. Keep it to the Zaleski Sports website tomorrow. Spargs and I will be over at Altoona for an interesting non-conference matchup between the Fall Creek Crickets and Altoona Railroaders. Till tomorrow night, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good night from Chippewa Falls.